Listen, man, it's a trade that we took on MNQ. And the first thing we like to do, man, is clear up our charts. Clear up the charts from anything that happened previous, anything that happened yesterday, even if they active. Because we like to mark up what's going on in the moment to help us paint the picture. So boom, we seen, okay, that daily, for instance, that was a tweezer bottom. And yesterday previous day high was higher than Sunday's previous day high. So today we keeping it minimal on the charts, pre-market highs, pre-market lows. I wanted to come into the charts with 10 contracts. That keeps me steady. It keeps the trade steady and the chart steady, where psychology and account can handle risk. But I got a little pop up. Me personally, I started a little heavier today, and from this moment, I knew I fucked up. Got out at like $700 loss, $800, $900 loss. So I took it a little slow. I waited for another pop up. Probably wish I would have let this next trade that I got in, let that candle close, right? But it's all about entering on the bottom of a candle if you know it's gonna go up, because it ain't gonna go no lower. But when you got these levels, you always want to enter on the bottom of the level, as in you don't want a candle to push into your trade. You want your candle to push above your entry, not into your entry. So this would have been the perfect time to say, okay, let me go in, right? Buy in here instead of buying the first candle. Buy in when the candle closes on top and come back down to retest the floor, then it becoming the ceiling and wanting the ceiling to get broken. So we had 20. This gave us the opportunity to just sell at every 1,000 when it really started pulling up. And none of this is worth the drawdown to me, especially just entering on the pull back into that level instead of entering on a breakout of that level. So, boom, we had a little pull up, a little more. Today definitely was a greedy day. We chopped half. We made like 700 right there. That got us out of drawdown. Boom. Then we wait for it to go up another 1,000. We chop half. That give us another 500, 600 right there again. Boom. So now you see we only got 5 contracts left. With these 5 cons, I can definitely admit letting these 5 contracts just run the rest of the day would have been P. But hey, you live and you fucking learn. Starting with doing more with less. But I was happy with this exit because I got everything that belonged to me in this trade and a little more. But it's all about that walking away, you know? Been able to walk away when you hit a number. This was the point that I could have said, let me walk away. But I decided to stay on a little bit, right? Really wanted to make it a bigger day. I'm happy I wasn't trading on multiple accounts. So I'm looking like, damn, if I let that bitch come down to the floor, that same trade I'm making 1,900. But at this point, as close as it was to my level, I'm like, oh shit, I can't take it off. And I could have. So I think I did take it off, and I ended up adding 30 more contracts to the position. Whenever this cancel right here, it's a dead zone. I was just waiting to see that bitch drop down more. Yep, canceled it out. So I wanted it to be impulsive, not so dancey. And that's the smartest thing I did today. Definitely. And that's a trade that I coulda, shoulda, woulda, wish I waited for. I entered 40 contracts. I did the same thing that I did before. Like, let me switch to this 20. But when I switched to the 20, I was down 1,000 already. So I ended up selling 20, and I still had 20 contracts. That right there took me back down to 200, 300, 500. Now my account, I was only up 200 on the day. And at this point, because I lost so much and I lost all the money I made, which is 1,000. I had basically like a one and done, and that bitch filled me at 300.
Now you see at 12, 15.
I knew I
Yeah, it was
fucked up.
12, 15. Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it was
Now
12.
you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Yeah,
You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know it, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
without the tape, they had nothing.
I don't know who the fuck told you, but sometimes you gotta get out your own fucking way. Shmoom!
Order filled.
So this video right here, man, it's gonna be funny because, see, the thing is, I feel like things happen for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. And we all the way on 23 master, 24 master. And when we go back, we missed some. And what we missed doing more with less. Doing more with less is number 4 out of all 23 masters, right? Which means it's gonna be a little weird, you know? I guess I'm a time traveler, you know? I say that because I done been through so much, man. I done grown so much. I done saw so much. I done compounded so much since this, right? And this is in order. Like, we done already did 23 mastery, 4 weeks, 5 weeks ahead, and we going back 5 weeks to add something that was number 4, because we skipped number 4, or we didn't record it somehow, some way. My point in saying that is, man, y'all are in for a long series of motivation. Y'all in for a long series of action steps. Y'all in for a long series of hearing somebody that's 21 that been where he's been talk about his journey transparently, and not talk about it to vent. Talk about it for you to get an understanding of, damn, certain niggas that you might get past. Damn, okay, it takes what it takes. Damn, okay, he done went through the implementation, he done went through the management, he done went through the communication, and he went through the imagination, you know? And that's where we at now, imagination and the topic. But just going right back, right? You know, we always like to talk about the beginning of what we talked about so far, then we talk about the topic, and then we reflect. And this is gonna be tough because this is number 4, but number 5, I went back to being nervous, which is, what is history? But it's funny. I think I kind of broke out of being camera shy around episode 10. So this is just gonna be weird because I don't give a fuck about how y'all feel. You know, I'm actually speaking to y'all. I'm actually giving y'all real advice with experience with wisdom, experience with wisdom with action steps, which is knowledge. You feel me? Knowledge is action steps. There's no point of learning something if you're not gonna take action steps. I don't want to learn about Fortnite to not play it. I don't want to play Fortnite to not be the best. You know? So we talked about confidence versus confidence. Confidence is simply doing, and it's also funny too because I done talked about this so many times. This is gonna be off because I think next episode I didn't understand confidence, proof of confidence and solving problems the way I do now with repetition. So this is just gonna be like a time travel episode, episode 4. Episode 14 would be similar to this. So we know confidence, man, is doing the things that you don't necessarily need to do, like it's second nature. You feel me? Like, I gotta bring myself to do a backflip, right? I gotta bring myself to stretch, right? I gotta bring myself to do nothing. I gotta bring myself to read an extra book, even though I done read Proverbs already. That's reading to me. Read my daily bread already. So I'm damn near reading 3 times a day. I actually do read 3 times a day. But that's a lot because I do Proverbs 3 times too. So I really read 6 times a day. We're not here to talk about me. I'm just here to tell y'all who y'all listen to, right? In between this, so funny, I was doing smoking, I was doing all different things. I didn't have delayed gratification at the time. This is a test of theory that I was actually talking to one of my mental science mentors, and I said that everything is backed by results. But when I went back and listened to my videos, I'm like, damn, I'm smoking this shit. I was smoking the daytime. I ain't did that shit in a minute, a long ass time. So my point of saying that, man, is I'm the living proof through experience and through repetition. I did have results. I do have results, but results that are continuously chosen every single day are results better than results that was there. Okay, well, fuck it. I had results back then, but I don't got results now, right? These are results that's continuously showing up every single day. It's a continuous choice, right? And we know that our confidence overall is just doing the things we don't necessarily need to do, second nature. Confidence, it has to be first nature. It has to be something that you can just add into your schedule to get away from idle time. You don't just add things of confidence to just do it. You have to add things of confidence to replace it with something else. Doing more. We can't talk about the topic yet, but replace it with something else. If you smoke, for instance, for me, I was smoking this shit in the morning. I replaced that with prayer. I replaced that with getting into the Bible. I replaced that with going on a walk instead of smoking. I replaced that with even smoking through straws, for instance, to help my lungs. Because the reason I wanted to stop smoking was to help my lungs. It was to build my lungs back up, you know? So then we dive into proof of confidence. We understand that proof of confidence is the how. Everybody want to know how. Everybody want to know when. But the only way to know when is to know how. And how is not even up to you, to be honest with you. So if you're going to want to ask how, only way you can ask how is through your reps, through you doing the things that you need to do to be a person. You feel me? Your confidence is what's going to keep you out of survival mode. Your confidence is what's going to keep you abundant. You know, so when you see that your proof of confidence show over the past 5 days you've been doing what you're supposed to do every day, you're going to have confidence to go do the confidence things. You're going to have confidence to go dream bigger, because confidence is simply thinking outside the box. It's a fearful target. It's a confident target, man. You have no way how to get it, and you need God to help you with it in a way, right? You have a weakness in it. And then it has to be tangible. It has to be something that you know that you can.
What I do is I compare myself to the amount of money on the planet. There's $80 trillion. 80 trillion, bro, in circulation. That's US dollars. That's not counting all the other bullshit currencies. So I'm like, man, how do I get a tiny piece, like just a sniff, a whiff, a taste? Just let it visit me for a second. And the only reason we believe $1 million is a lot of money is because somebody told you that it was a lot of money, and the person that told you it was a lot of money didn't have $1 million. The other thing is you got to quit telling people you got money problems, because if you don't have any money, you don't have a money problem, because you don't have any money. My advice to everybody watching is, if you're going to have money problems, okay, don't let it be zero. and make sure it's got a bunch of zeros added to that 1.
All right, you guys, welcome back.
It makes you feel good going forward, right? So that's the proof of confidence. It has to be things that you can continuously do. You don't have to think about it. It don't take no breath work. And yes, it's gonna hurt. I'll be honest and say, but my daily bread, proof of confidence, man, it took me a minute to keep stacking them. But now it's like autopilot. But now I added more. Now I added more, right? And y'all get later on in the series and y'all see, it only take me 16 things to do. I'm somebody that grow at max, I would say 46% a day. Why? Because I do 8 different workouts on my workout. I do 3 sets per workout, so each set I can get better. That's 24% right there. I just told y'all reading, that's a lie. But it's really 49 because reading, I read about 6 times a day, so that's 6% right there, right? And then my visual board, I look at that 3 times a day too. That's another 3%, 3 points. My backflip, I do 3 backflips a day too. That's another 3 points, right? So it's a point of adding things on. But before I started doing 1 backflip, I was hitting 0. Before I started hitting 2 backflips, I was hitting 1. Before I started hitting 3 backflips, I was hitting 2. You know, and it's a compound effect. But every time you do it, when I do the backflip, I don't just do it to do it. Each backflip, I'm trying to aim to do it better. I'm trying to aim to land better. I'm trying to aim, okay, well, I trusted myself. That's a confidence backflip. The second one would be a risk factor backflip. And the last one would be, nigga, you done caught yourself 2 times, just jump backwards. You feel me? So that's it. And one thing I say, when y'all get to the end of this 30 to 33 mastery, that might see me hit a full backflip. Maybe, maybe not. And then we dive into solving problems. Solving problems, we here to own our time, right? So us as people, we always want to solve problems that have nothing to do with us. And it's because we wanna fill up the idle time, right? But see, it's gonna be a point later on in the series when you realize, damn, if I didn't solve the problems inside of me first, before trying to solve problems out in the world, I will never be able to abundantly solve problems. It will always be out of lack. It will always be out of scarcity. It will always be out of, I can only give this. You know, so we gotta get the understanding, man, when it comes to solving problems, you gotta solve problems inside of you. And to solve problems in the world, you might see, damn, this problem that I keep solving inside of me every day. Because if you a lustful person, I'm a lustful person. I work every single day. You feel me? God don't give me the weapons to fight it, the weapons to go lead into temptation. He give me the weapons to lead away from it. You feel me? So solving problems, man, when we look inside ourselves and we see, damn, I can help some people with this. I can help 10 people with it. I can help 5 people with it. If you want to make more money, a mentor said this to me the other day. And this is so weird because it's just weird. I was supposed to do this 3-4 months ago, right? This video that we're doing right now. My mentor said to me the other day, I'm somebody from the future, right? What he said to me is, if you want to make more money, solve bigger problems. If you want to make $1,000, solve $1,000, solve 1,000 problems for 1,000 people and charge $1. If you want to make $5, solve a problem for 5 people and charge $1. You know? So solving problems, man, disconnect the dots outside of you and connect the dots inside of yourself. You connect the dots inside of yourself, you will be able to connect dots with other people that are permanent dots. It's not dots that with a string they can get cut, or with a string, oh, I like this person more because they make more money, or I like this person more because they're bigger, I'm gonna go over here. So I got students that I done tapped them in with all of my mentors, my YouTube mentors, my paid mentors, all type of shit. They don't want to go nowhere. They want to go through the long suffering with me at the moment. They wanted to, not even knowing that we're not even there no more. You see? So when it comes to that, man, it's a whole sense of going right back to when people know you as a person, they see what you aiming for, and they actually believe in it. That's all it is, because we so connected. I connected with the child in you, and you connected with the child in me, that we here to protect each other. We here to grow together now. Fall together, grow together. Those are people that we call our confidants. Our confidants, right? So now we're gonna dive into today's topic, and that's doing more with less. When it comes to doing more with less, we so used to people waking up, they focus on, oh yeah, I gotta get to a bag. You niggas ain't getting to a bag, or I'm about to shit on you niggas, or you niggas need to catch up, or whoop the whoop, domination, right? And it's a funny word there, domination, because I feel sorry for the people that get dominated by people that don't dominate themselves. I feel sorry for women that get dominated by a man that doesn't dominate himself. I feel sorry for men, it's funny I'm saying this, but men that get, I'm not even gonna do y'all like that, but the niggas that feel bad and y'all motherfucker didn't want me to say it, hit me up privately. I got something for y'all. We all been there before. So when it comes to that hustle mentality, the step on neck mentality, the actual pursuit and aim and goals is 1% of your why. People think that doing everything, the hustle, the grind, the bustle, all of that is the most. It take the most. And that's the reason why implementation is at the bottom, because you have your physical muscles. You got your physical body, and you're operating off of knowing that we all got batteries, right? If you only focus on getting results, well, what you can be there for, what you can do, what you can spend your time on, you will never be at a scale as far as somebody that can imagine. You will never be at a scale for somebody that can delegate, manage, even communicate. You feel me? So when it comes to that, the doing, the actual pursuit and the aims is only 1%. I will consider it damn near like 20%. Let's actually go back and give y'all some hindsight nuggets. The shit that make y'all wanna keep going through it, right? Let me find it. Okay, there it go. The actual doing is 25%. It's only 25%. So when people say I'm 100% in this, I'm 100% waking up, going to some money, but they don't believe that they can do it, they're not becoming it, they're not choosing to do this every single day, and every single action, everything they do is not getting to this aim, you bullshit, you're not becoming. Because becoming is 70% of it. Doing is 25% of it. But when it comes to having, that's only 5%. It's easy to have, but that's the hardest to accept. It takes the most fatigue, it takes the most energy to become something. It takes the least energy to do something, because you got the action steps. It's just bringing yourself to do it. You feel me? Everybody think you need to do 1,000 things to grow. You need 1,000 compound steps. Y'all don't know this right now. But I'm from the future, so I'll tell y'all, it's only gonna take me 16 things to be a millionaire this year. I don't need to do 1,000 things. That's the true definition of doing more with less. Mental win, spiritual win, physical win every day. It's different ones. Some people could start with 3 spiritual wins, 3 mental wins, 3 physical wins. Some people could start with 1, 1, 1. But guess what? You gotta have 3 things in your confidence first and 3 things in your confidence. After that, you can add on shit to your confidence. Your confidence, it should only be 3 things. Do y'all want to know a secret? A secret that 23 Mastery don't even know, but y'all know? I'll tell y'all. It's only gonna take me 4 things to become a millionaire, to be honest. Doing nothing, reading, thinking, well, not thinking, doing nothing, reading, stretching, and doing backflips. My backflips, once I can hit a backflip, y'all listen to somebody that can make over 50K a month. I've experienced up to 75 within 2 months already. You feel me? So the reading the book is a mental for me. It's pushing myself outside of that extra rep, that extra thing. Like, I don't need to read. Why am I listening to you? I only listen to Jesus. I only learn from Nelson Wilson. I only speak like Marcus Aurelius, right? I detach like Buddha. I refine like Kaizen Kee. That's all cool. But when it comes to it, it go right back to just understanding, bro, that the being is the hardest part. Catching yourself in the act is the hardest part. The worst thing is catching yourself about to do it. Catching yourself while you thinking it. Catching yourself before you go do it. Catching yourself in the act of driving there. You think of robbing somebody. You go load up the guns to go rob somebody. You go load up the guys to get in the car to go rob somebody. You go pick up people to go rob somebody. Then you go rob somebody. Before you rob somebody, you got to get out the car. You got to open the door. So there's so many steps. You feel me? And you don't need that many steps to do stuff. That's the idea of just understanding, but you got so many chances to say, whoa, I don't want to go that far. I don't want to do it. Because as a man thinking, so he becomes. Right? So when it come to that, man, doing more with less, understanding the pursuit and our aims, man, it's only 25% of it. It's only 25%. 25%, bro. 25%. Meaning, y'all need to spend a lot more time on becoming. How do you become? You believe you can do it. It make you feel good doing it. You know you can do it. You know it's tangible and it's fearful. That's it. Having? Damn. Didn't I put in the work? Damn. Did I give up on myself? Damn. Did I keep trying when nobody showed up? So yeah, I'm gonna accept it. Damn, my family might not like me. Damn, this person might feel a certain way. Damn, I might lose a lot of friends. It is what it is. This will come with the territory of being number one. You feel me? So this should just go right back into doing more with less. What today's topic is. I'm from the future, so I'm giving y'all a lot of sauce. A lot of this is gonna go over your head. But as y'all hear it in repetition, don't let it bother you. It's gonna be some videos where I talk about all of these topics in deep introspective. Sometimes I just run through them. It depends on where I'm at. But if y'all give yourself the time to really hear the repetition and take the action steps, most I can do is speak for my own results. I'm from the future, right? If I would have recorded this back when I was supposed to, I would say I definitely had limited beliefs. I said I can't. I said I think. I said I might. I said I should have. I should have took that trade. I should have cut that yard. I should have made that offer. I should have said this. Bro, I don't remember the last time I observed myself walking and thought about anything that I should have did, could have did, would have did. Anything that I tried to do, I'm not trying to do shit. Either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. The results have nothing to do with the effort. You feel me? And then we dive into your why is what you spend your thinking on the most. So I'm actually talking to a student right now who wants to be a tattoo artist. And something that we talked about, it was a point in time he had weight on him. And he was trying to lose weight. He started fitness. And I said, why is you becoming a tattoo artist at 8, but you getting to fitness was a 10? It was because you were solving a problem inside of yourself. It's because when you looked in the mirror, you didn't like what you saw. It's because every single thinking moment you thought about losing weight. Every single thinking moment you said, damn, how could I look with abs? The thought become your environment. The environment become your actions. The actions become your results. It took him 4 months to get where he at. A year. But over time, the shit add up. Over time, the wheels start spinning easier. Over time, it get easier to not eat that bread. Over time, it get easier to put on those shoes to run. Over time, it get easier to not watch TV. But it all start with taking the temptation away. If you somebody that wake up, you watch TV, take the remote out of your room. You somebody that is scared to wake up or run, put your running shoes right there coming down the stairs so you know, yup, I'm going to put these on, go run, then I'm going to do other shit. For me, my confidence with reading a book. What do you think I do? I go take shits every single morning. I go put a book on my bed, I leave a couple books in my bathroom every day, every morning. I leave books on my nightstand every day, every morning. You feel me? So that's all it is. It's always gonna be an understanding of, bro, you have to give yourself the tools to win. If you don't give yourself the tools to win, how could you win? You feel me? It could be shit like if I didn't have the strength, if God didn't remove the weakness and lust out of me of, damn, I want to smoke in the morning, I probably would have been like, hey, Ma, can I give you this lighter and don't give me this lighter until 6 p.m. I don't have a car. I don't really go nowhere. I'm in my compound solitude right now, purposely. You feel me? So how the fuck I'm gonna get a lighter? I ain't gonna be able to smoke. I have all this weed. I can roll all of it, but if you ain't got no lighter, what the fuck you gonna do? See what I'm saying? But it's different places that you gotta go. Certain people that you could trust with helping you write your story, which is the next topic. And we're getting into writing our stories. But you have to have people that you could trust to help you write your story, but they still understand you hold the pen. They're helping you write your story because you gave them the fucking opportunity to help you write a story so perfect because it's you. You're unique. You feel me? So when it comes to your why, is what you spend your time thinking about the most. If it's not an obsession, if it's not a burning desire, if you don't want it as bad as you want to breathe, and I know that it sounds cringy, but it's the truth. If you don't want it as bad as you want to breathe, bro, like, it's almost fuck it, bro. I'd rather do this before eating. Bro, I don't want to eat, bro. I don't want to talk. I'm not trying to talk about shit with nobody. I ain't trying to do shit with nobody if it ain't got shit to do with this. Sometimes you gotta be like that. We call it ruthless ambition. But something I can add to y'all coming from the future. I don't care what I say from this moment on after this video, because I'm from the fucking future. Never, ever, 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 ever forget to have fun. Never, ever, 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 ever forget why you doing it. Never, ever, ever, ever forget that it's a venture. Never, ever, ever, ever think anything you gonna do is gonna work. Don't think that these 33 degrees is gonna work for you because they work for me. I'm just giving experience. I'm giving knowledge, wisdom of what worked for me. But it might not work for you. It might take you 10,000 times to do it. It only took me 33 times to do it. If that. It's a burning desire. I want it more than you. I think about it all day. You got people that want to be rich, but they only want to be rich when they can't pay for bills. They only want to be rich when they can't do this or do that. See, bro, I want to be rich every single breathing moment. Even right now, I'm thinking more about being rich than fucking talking to y'all. And I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Why? Because I know how many lives I can change. I can change my life. I can change my family projection. The whole point of implementing to make money. What's the most money that somebody can make? A doctor? A trader? Even as a trader, I still gotta beat her to make money. I'm getting into delegating. I want to teach traders so they can trade for me, and I pay them commissions. You feel me? I want to communicate, so I communicate it, and now I'm teaching people, and now people paying me because of my communication. I want to imagine it, and I dream so big, I visualize so big and say, yup, today it's going to be that $10,000 trade. And it fucking happened. You feel me? So then we dive into, in life, the least you do, the more you think, the more you have. You need to spend more time thinking about it, how it make you feel. I'm nasty with it, and I tell y'all I'm from the future, bro, but I can tell y'all how my motherfucking house will look with dirt. I can tell y'all how my motherfucking Mustang will look if it got in a car accident, if I got hit something or whatever. I can tell y'all what my Mustang looked like if it was motherfucking clean. I can tell y'all what my Mustang looked like fucking silver and it's gonna be green. I can tell y'all anything because I'm so fucking filthy with it. I think about it so much, you can never get clear on it. Point A is the foundation of taking all the shit out of your head and putting it on paper, and you don't even gotta worry about organizing, just take it out of your head and put it on paper. Some of those things that bother you, are you tired of beating your dick, take it out of your head and put it on paper. So it go to being around people that you could trust to help you write your story. Some things you don't need to tell certain people if you can deal with it yourself, but if you can't, the devil goes and grows in the idle time. He goes and grows in the darkness and isolation. So don't think isolation is to help you. Isolation is to isolate you. Solitude is to help you. Solitude is isolation, but with intention. You feel me? So the least you do and the more you think about becoming it, having it, how it make you feel, what it could do for the world, who life it could change. Could it change your life? Would you look good in the mirror when you do it? I guarantee you it'd be much easier. Think about how it makes you feel. Think about the specifics. Think about the general, and think about the feeling. You know? Then we dive into it shows belonging, not an imposter. When you get used to doing more with less, and you do it so fucking good that you undeniable, you're not gonna worry about being an imposter when you become a trader. Because all of these new traders, or you find you can't have a conversation with me because I've been doing it longer, or my results might be different. When you do it the way showing that you belonging because you already became it, when it comes to fitness, you're not gonna feel bad in the workout room thinking all the females gonna look at you. You're not gonna feel bad in the workout room feeling like people gonna judge you because you got tens, because you know where you gotta go start to get where you're going. You know how much it took for you to even get your shoes on and drive to the gym? So fuck what they talking about. Because some people probably been doing it for 10 years and you just started. They got 10 years worth of reps. They got 365 times 10. They got 365K damn near. Some shit like that. 3,065 or some shit like that. Reps, bro. Of doing something continuously. And this is your first one. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I'll just leave y'all with this. Be willing to do more with less, man. Be willing to get more results done with less time. I had people that tell me, bro, just all hindsight from the future. I had people that tell me, I don't work, I don't do nothing until 3, but this job take my time. I hate this job. I hate America. Y'all are so lost in the sauce, bro. If you don't have nothing to do until 3 and you wake up at 8 every day, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 7 hours, bro. You got 7 hours of doing something. That's half a day. That's a quarter of the day. That's a third of the day. You got a third of the day to do something. You said you don't have nothing to do, but you been up from 8 and you don't do shit until 3 every single day. Why would God give you more time? Why would he give you more idle time? He's probably trying to help you. Maybe you having that job might be helping you, because if you get that 8-hour shift off and now you got 16 hours of doing nothing, bro. Now you gonna be goddamn really doing nothing. You really gonna be in the devil's playground for 16 hours compared to 8 hours. So, to fill up that idle time, you need to solve problems in yourself, and to solve problems in yourself, you have to observe yourself without judging yourself. You gotta observe yourself without objectifications. You gotta observe yourself as if you're not you. And you have to be your own self-critic. But you also gotta give yourself that self-love, son. Nah, bro, you got it. You don't gotta talk down on yourself. You don't gotta yell at yourself and say you bullshit. You ain't gotta do it. You little nigga. Ooh. I hate when people talk to themselves like that, because when you gotta talk down on yourself just to go do something, we call that real red pill motivation. That's dopamine. Bro, when you can just do it because you saw that you didn't do it that day and you don't want to feel like that again, that's all it needs. That's all you need to do. That's the sense of self-love. If you're gonna be a self-critic to yourself, and once again, I'm from the future, y'all gonna hear this a billion times, so I guess I irritate y'all now. It's toxic positivity. When you see that you're not doing the things you need to do to get to where you're going, it's okay to not be a self-critic. But if you're doing the things you need to do to get to where you need to go, but you might not have the results that you thought you would have, it's unfair for you to be a critic to yourself, because you still connected your own self to you. You just gave something that's supposed to be dead another reason to be here. Your old self have 1,000 reps of you not doing the thing, 1,000 reps of waking up and getting on the phone. So if you mad at yourself one time for waking up and getting on the phone when you done woke up and I got on the phone 10 times in a row, you an idiot, because you still got 10 to 9 reps compared to 1,000 reps of not. So you're not taking the reps out. You're not competing with the reps. You're replacing the reps. You're literally pulling over until your reps over here say 1,000 times, 1,000 days I done woke up. 3 years later I done woke up every single day and not got on the phone. And that's why I suck, because People overmeasure what they can do in a year, and they undermeasure what they can do in 5 years, and they can't even dream of what they can do in 10 years off of a compound effect. So this is what I want y'all to do. I'm somebody that said I grow 46% a day. I want y'all to take 46 and multiply it by 365 days. Shalom!
My motivation was to be the best. My motivation was very different than Kakarot's. My motivation was to be the best, to be the greatest Saiyan alive, as I always had been, until Kakarot came into the picture, that is. Kakarot's success was like a demon in my head. How could he be a Super Saiyan when I, the Prince of all Saiyans, could not? The intensity of my training was maddening. At 450 times normal gravity, a basic training game became a desperate struggle for survival. Even the simplest moves required every ounce of willpower I had. I wasn't sure how long I could sustain the effort without breaking in two. It seemed like the only thing holding my body together was my one desire, to be better than Kakarot. At times I thought I was losing my mind. Why couldn't I obtain what Kakarot had obtained? It didn't make sense. It was infuriating, and it was my fury that kept me alive. I decided to continue my training in the solitude of space, where I would be unhindered by the distractions of the Earth. And when a violent electrical storm erupted in the skies of the planet I was on, I welcomed it. It seemed fitting, like it was an outward manifestation of the storm that was raging inside of me. Then the meteors started coming down, but I was determined to survive and to protect my ship from destruction. It was my only way out, my only way off that nightmarish heap of rubble. I thought I had everything under control, but then the mother of all meteors seemed to appear out of nowhere to claim my ship and my life. Normally, it would have been child's play to blow up that rock, but after training at 450 times normal gravity for so long, it took everything I had and more. Kakarot! Then something just snapped. Something inside of me. No, no more! That's it! I don't care! I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot. I didn't care about being a Super Saiyan. I didn't care if I lived. I didn't care about anything. And then it happened. Yes, that's how it happened. That's how I became a Super Saiyan. The sleeper has awakened. I am the Prince of all Saiyans once